Suquash is located between Port Hardy and Port McNeill on Vancouver Island. The name comes from the Kwakwala language meaning the place where seal meat is cut into strips. In 1835, the Hudson Bay Company became aware of coal deposits on northern Vancouver Island. When First Nations people visiting Fort McLaughlin at Bella Bella saw white people burning coal, they told the Hudson Bay Company employees that they knew of a place where they could find black stone at a place known to them called Suquash. The Hudson Bay Company needed coal for their fleets of steamships. In 1840, the Hudson Bay Company began to explore local coal reserves, and the first mine developed on Vancouver Island was at Suquash in 1846. In the early days, coal was collected by First Nations people and brought out to the Hudson Bay Company ships by canoe. In 1849, the Hudson Bay Company Fort Rupert had been constructed in what today is known as Beaver Harbour. In 1850, 32 Scottish and English miners were brought over from the coal fields. Coal was visible on the surface at Suquash, and they thought that an underground mine would yield large deposits. Unfortunately, when the miners began to sink shafts, they found coal which was of poor quality, mixed with sandstone and shale. When a better quality of coal was found in Nanaimo in 1850s, the Hudson Bay Company abandoned Suquash and moved their production further south. In 1908 to 1914, then again from 1920 to 1922, Pacific Coal Mines commercially mined coal at Suquash. Tunnels were drilled under the ocean and a community sprung up. There were bunkhouses and a beautiful mine manager's house was built with a 2-story river rock fireplace. In 1932, the mine was abandoned and the remaining shafts were filled with water. Today, you can still see what remains of the chimneys of the mine manager's house.
We are heading to a place that I've been wanting to go to for years. It's called Suquash Mines, and what I've been told is there's still some old foundation of the old house there. There's some mining equipment there, and it stopped mining. I don't know the year, but it stopped mining when Nanaimo started mining coal, and it was way better coal. And this one's supposed to have coal seams that go into the ocean too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should have an awesome day here trying to go find the mine. And really fun fact, we met some friends of ours at the campsite in Port McNeill, and they're camping there too. And they're behind us, and we're gonna go explore the mine together. So hope you enjoy this adventure. Should be a good one.
This is part, I believe this would be the top end of the shaft.
Of what?
And then for the coal mine.
Okay.
And then what I'm thinking is you would have buggies in there, or carts, and then they would put the coal in it and then bring it out of the shaft and then up. And then down on the ocean is where they load it on boats to go to ship it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the old foundation. So this would be, I guess you would call them the foreman's house.
Oh, really?
This is what I read up on it.
Looks like it's got a lot of floors. It's quite tall.
I think those are the fireplaces.
Oh.
Made with rock. That's kind of cool.
And then you would have a deck coming out here. Yeah, look at the fireplace. Check out the fireplace.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm going under you.
No. Well,
That is amazing.
how far it is or what, but I'm assuming.
Here's the other side.
And you said it's concrete? I think that's concrete.
Yeah, it looks like concrete. Like they've just finished it to give it a nice art sort of finish, rather than just a rough grout finish. It gives it. Like, it probably looked spectacular when it was done.
And this would be a fireplace inside a building. Then.
Well, yeah, these look like the footings for the building here too.
So we're standing in their basement.
We're standing in their basement.
We're in the basement.
Oh yeah, look!
Yes.
You clean the ashes with this
Yes.
little thing
Cool.
here.
Looking at the flashing on the front fireplace, it looks like at the ocean side was one level, and back here where we're standing right now is a 2-story. Because if you look up there, there's a little mini fireplace, and I would say that would be like a main bedroom and all that.
Oh wow. That's
The maids.
Well, I don't think the maid's room would get that. I think it would be more the boss would get that.
And it's like we came looking for the remnants of an old cabin, but found the remnants of a mansion.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
This guy came off right here.
yeah, I think it's spruce.
But my piece is flat.
It's very cool.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Some big pipe over here.
Oh.
We're trying to figure out what this is. And I wish I knew more about it, but I think they had to burn something off for the coal to clean it.
Oh.
But whatever was on top of this, because it's arched there and there's a big fire pit above it, it looks like.
Well.
But whatever was on top was big, because you got an anchor point over here, and there's a big another anchor point back there.
Wow.
And then I'm sure we'll find another one on that side.
Well, maybe they burned whatever killed the canaries. What was that? Methane or what? No. I apologize. I really should have done more research before we came here. But it's fun just kind of speculating what everything is. Really big Sitka spruce trees in here. They're just beautiful.
So these guys, they started in
1882, so this would have to
So-
have been after 1882.
Yeah, so this was certainly working.
In operation.
In what year did you say?
1882.
Wow.
The company that made this was they made yarders.
This
Wood.
looks like wood.
But it's not. It's
No.
just so corroded.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's what that would have looked like back in the day.
Wow.
Did you find a name on this one?
No, I didn't. But the controls are right up in the front here. You see where the operator would have controlled it right up front.
And a little hut or something then. And there's another little schooly type thing.
Well, this is the roof right here. This would be the roof.
This is
right
the
here.
roof?
Yeah.
A
Part
hut.
of it. Part of the roof. Well, that went over top of it.
So
Or on the side of it, I guess. Maybe where the controls were.
would this mean that the mine is that way then?
Well, no, this might be just part. This might be logging.
Oh,
So
this
I think
could be a
after the
different-
mine closed, then logging came in and
Oh.
probably, started on the old growth. This is all second or third growth, this stuff.
Oh, here's a little chunk. What's this?
Yeah.
Old steam valve or steam line.
That's the part we've been looking for to get this back in operation.
Yeah.
This would be full of water, and then all your heat goes up in those pipes, which creates steam within the pipes,
And then they capture
and then they'll transfer that steam over to that, and then which gets that going. So it's all steam driven.
Huh.
Very cool, very dangerous.
It's very similar to the ones that we saw on their website, the old
Yeah.
ones on their website.
It just shows how big it is. If he's standing on it,
Yeah.
I think massive.
Yeah.
So these little guys that look kind of like tiny little dogwood are called Western bunchberries.
Western bunchberries.
Yes. And I found that out because I Google lensed it.
Nice. What about the ones behind you?
Red flowering currant.
Cool.
Salal berries.
Okay.
For sure.
They look different than at home. That's why I thought there was something different.
Well,
Maybe they're just
gonna-
bigger here in the North Island.
I know.
You can have a bubble bath. Fluffy. It's really dry too, isn't it?
Yeah. And then it just ends. It's like filtered out, but there's some white mung down here. Scum. Sort of like a mocha. Look at there's a see that?
It's a latte.
A latte. Chocolate latte.
Oh, now I want a latte.
It's from the cedar.
So this.
The oils or whatever, I think it's from.
Rocco, you're lifting up the... Oh, yucky.
They pull all the coal out of here, and they're like, okay, that's we don't need that anymore. And then they go, hey, but those trees look good.
Yeah.
Let's grab those now.
And they see how it's so easy to get out of the
it's right
harbor
there, yeah.
or whatever it is.
There must have been quite the dock system down
Oh,
there.
did you see this big wheel?
That's the front wheel.
Whoa.
Can't turn it. Not even budge.
Mike drew us an arrow.
Oh yeah, yeah. So remember, it said that's a good arrow.
Yeah.
Can't get lost with that.
You belaying me? Never trust a cookie. What have we got here? It's like another pulley. Whoa. Whoa. You got the mother load.
I'm thinking this is where these coal seams are, if you can see in the water and where these little rocks are laying in them.
Yeah.
And that's where they are. We can't see them because I don't think the tide's out far enough. And this is where they would have brought the coal down from up there onto the boats. I have no idea how. And they went out. This is cool.
This is why they came. Some coal on the beach.
Coal
Must
on
have
the beach.
fallen off the boat.
It's hard to write that.
Yes. Whoa.
So
Julie.
it says Hey Jude's Adventures. I don't know if you can read that. Wanda wrote Hey Jude's Adventures in coal. How cool is that?
It's an old skill.
You're very talented.
Thank you.
Did you have fun today exploring Suquash?
Yeah, amazing.
It was very interesting. Weather was good.
Yeah.
Lots of
Very cool, like
It's
how
historic.
those chimneys are still
Yeah.
like how old they are, and they're still standing up. And
Yeah.
old bricks. Here
See
we
you.
are.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one. Remember to like and subscribe if you like what
and
you see.
subscribe.
Yeah. And it was so cool to meet up with you guys today. It was kind of random.
us.
In Port McNeil, we're at the same campground. Who would have thunk?
Small world.
Small world. Bye, everybody.
Oh,